You and you live.
No more heroin. What's good, Paige? All my Team Clean members out there. Yo, it's Matt. I'm gonna give it a couple minutes to see if some people get in there. And I was asked to do this Survivor Series thing and share on some stuff, experience, strength, and hope. Then I'm gonna do a little music thing for you. So yeah, it was supposed to be at 8 o'clock. I'm not sure what time it is. We got 1 minute yet. So I see if some people get. I got my boy Richard back there recording me. He'll be reading comments and whatnot. Hopefully he can do that. And then we'll go from there. And Higgy's the man. He asked me to do this. I was honored. And you know, I am a survivor of heroin addiction. And I'm here to tell you how I did it. Short and sweet. I don't believe in war stories or anything like that. I will tell you that I will share on a little bit of how bad it got, and that's about it, man. And show you how I do it today, like how I'm staying clean and how much fill you on how much better my life is without it. And so yeah, I guess we'll give it. Is there anyone in there, Richard? What's going on in the Facebook world?
We got 12. We're fluctuating between 11 and 12 right
11 and 12. Oh man. Oh snap. So if you don't know me, my name's Matt Hall, and I use my last name because if something was to ever happen to me, I would want you know, if you knew heard my name, you would be, my family could be notified or whatever. I'm not anonymous to anything. I'm an open book, and they call me Matt Strength, or Strength is like my rapper name. Some maybe that are in there know me. Music is my thing. I've been playing in bands for years, and I'm definitely an addict.
Got a few shout outs from Waylon Justice, April Meadows.
Yo, what's good out there? So yeah, so I am a survivor of heroin addiction. Just real fast, I grew up in a really good home, man. I had great parents. My mother and my father were separated before I was even born, and but my mother and my stepfather raised me, and I was raised right, and I was taught morals and all that good stuff. And like I said, I keep this short and sweet. I experimented with a lot of drugs. I had a lot of consequences at an early age. I was indicted at 16 for marijuana and LSD trafficking, so I was no stranger to trouble with drugs right off the rip. But around the age of 18, 19, I started playing in bands, hardcore bands. I don't know if any of you know what that is, but it's a genre of music, a kind of misfit type, street guy type of mentality, and it was very violent. And you know, I always share this too. I was molested as a kid when I was really little, and I carried a lot of pain around with me. My best friend was shot and killed around the age of 14, so that also put a lot of pain on my heart. I had a lot of resentments towards God and male figures, and the music that I was doing at that time was very violent. And you know, the whole hardcore scene, mosh pit, hardcore dance and stuff. And basically what it was is I had so much pain and I was so miserable inside that if nobody was going to listen, I was going to show you. And so I showed like the world, I guess, or people around me by being just out of control and violent and just, you know, I genuinely love people. But I just had so much anger and hatred on my heart that I couldn't function properly in society. So, long story short, the band thing went on for years and years and years. I got hurt a couple times, had some knee injuries and whatnot. I started being prescribed painkillers. You know, the song and dance. I had done a lot of drugs leading up to that, and I was usually able to just walk away or be like, you know, like a weekend thing or whatever. But when I started taking the painkillers, it was different, man. Something like in my brain, and if I didn't, they like numbed everything, and I fell in love with that because it numbed feelings, it numbed pain, and I was off running and gunning right off the rip. This was during the OxyContin boom, the early 2000s, and long story short, I had a nasty OxyContin habit, and when they took those away, I moved on to Opanas, and then eventually couldn't afford those. Someone had spoke of heroin and how it was the same thing, and the idiot that I am, knowing that I'd heard all the things that I'd heard about heroin at that time, like being dope sick and whatever, it just wasn't an option to be sick. So I had snorted my first bag of heroin in like 2006, I think 2007. All those years are a blur to me because heroin and the opiates, like, just, I don't know, man. It's like a fog. I was running and gunning so hard that time just flew by. But anyways, same song and dance. Started snorting it. Snorting it wasn't getting it anymore. Started shooting it. Then I was off to the races, and it was just a miserable life for many years after that.
Shout out to James Murphy.
Yo, James, what's good, bro? Love you, man.
Mindy in Indiana.
Mindy in Indiana, what's good?
We got Detroit and Tennessee.
D-Town. D-Town in the house. So yeah, man, it's just basically the same old song and dance with the opiates, man. Just leads to other things. And my life was unmanageable. And I was introduced to the rooms, and I'm not going to go into a whole bunch of that, but 12-step program rooms, and I tried it. I just didn't believe all the mumbo jumbo, and I would always fail. I'd get a little bit of time under my belt, and I'd go back out. I eventually got a sponsor. I've had the same sponsor for 7 years, and he's put up with a lot of stuff with me, man, because I couldn't get it. I was a knothead, man. I wanted to do it Matt's way. People always ask me what my DOC is. My DOC truly is Matt. It wasn't the drugs. I was addicted to Matt and more. And that's it. Like, whatever Matt wanted, that's what I did. And so he suggested some things, and I would follow some things, and I would get some time under my belt. And I'd always go back to the band stuff, and I'd be in the bars, and and eventually I would go back out. So, long story short, I was introduced to 12-step programs, and I never really worked them right or whatever. And about 2 years ago, I was doing really, really well, and I was going to a lot of meetings, and I was dealing with my sponsor and working with my sponsor and doing step work. And but I was still miserable, man, and I couldn't figure out why. Like, everybody around me was so happy and stuff, and I was still miserable. And I eventually I got asked actually to do some some speaking on some heroin event stuff, because I had some months under my belt, and I was speaking at a heroin awareness event in Norwalk, Ohio. I am from Ohio too, by the way. So I think I forgot to mention that. But originally, I'm in South Florida now, and I love it because it's not super cold. But anyways, I met these two dudes, Manny Mendez and Isaac Rivera, and that I liked what they had to say, and they left, went to Florida. I stayed there. I stayed clean for a little while longer, and needless to say, I ended up going back out, and I was on a nasty run, man. This time it was like it was on pause, and then as soon as I hit play, it was where I left off, and then it continually got worse. They talk about the progressive disease. It's definitely progressive. It was progressive in my life, and I'm a firm believer in that. So anyways, I needed, they say geographic change doesn't work. Unfortunately for me, I couldn't do it. I couldn't get clean where I got high. Some people can, some people can't. It's just the nature of the beast. I don't read into it too much. all I know is getting me out of my element and bringing me to South Florida was the best move that I ever made, and the greatest gift that I was ever given. I never thought I'd be able to do music again when I got down here. I was pretty miserable dude because I thought that part of my life was over. And, you know, I hurt a lot of people along the way, friends, family, kids. You know, it was just it wasn't good, man. Like, I did a lot of damage. Pretty much if you were around me during the heroin use, I affected your life in a negative way. I don't care who you were. Like, you could have been my best friend or whatever. And it wasn't intentional. It was just my disease was running so bad that Matt couldn't control it. And so I came down here a little over 7 months ago, and I was miserable, like I said, because I didn't think I'd be able to do music. I ended up in Isaac's treatment center, which is called All About Recovery in Royal Palm Beach, Florida. And just go figure that it's like a music and art and photography based treatment center. God's a funny dude, right? So I took God back off the shelf and really turned my will over to him and was like, yo, I'm gonna do this time. And I worked the steps with my sponsor thoroughly, and he kept telling me that, you know, what the key you were missing was the giving back, that I was a thief, that I would steal sobriety and clean time, and I wouldn't give it away. So the plan was for me was to get through the steps, do them thoroughly, and this time, because I always skated around them, and I would never do it like the way he wanted me to do it. And this time I just turned my will over and I did everything he suggested to do. And I started helping others, and I graduated from this program here at All About Recovery, and I stayed on with Isaac at one of his houses as a house captain, and I started writing music again, and he started plugging me in with some things, and things started going really well, you know, and I was like, wow, I might actually be able to do this. And today, like, I have sponsees, and I'm writing music. I actually recorded a music video not too long ago. Some of you might have seen it, A Parable for Lost Souls, with my buddy Patrick, and it was the hardcore stuff. And then, like, I've been doing the rap game stuff too. I actually, with that, I signed a little contract with a record label, and I now have my own producer, which is fantastic. Like, I'm living a life beyond my wildest dreams, man. And I came from a nasty heroin habit. I never thought in a million years that I would get this. I just did it. And I asked, you know, in my active addiction, I begged God to just take me out, man. That sucks to say that, but that's the truth. I just, I couldn't get high, and I couldn't live my life, you know. And that's just the way it was. And I'm very, very blessed to be where I am. And I've made some amazing friends in South Florida. And I'm doing really, really well. And I owe it all to, like, me doing the work, but a lot of people believing in me. And if you're new out there or you're watching and you think you can't do it, trust me, I know I was there, and you absolutely can. You absolutely can recover, and you can have fun in recovery, and you can give back, and you can help other people. See, that's the end game, is to help others. Like, I was a very selfish person for a very long time, and I don't live that way no more. And is my life like rainbows and unicorns? No, it's definitely not, man. But it's a lot better than what it was. And when things come at me, like problems come at me, I'm able to handle them in a fashion that like a productive person in society would handle them. Not like a complete psychopath like I normally would handle things. And So yeah, man, I love each and every one of you out there very, very much. I have a group called Team Clean, Sober, and Serene. I don't know if some of you know that. I'm really tight with Higgy, and I'm also an admin on the Road to Redemption Recovery music page. And I'm sure some of you have seen my face out there because I'm pretty big in the recovery scene, and that's my passion. And I really try to like stay connected to my higher power, which I call God, because I just do the footwork. He does everything else. And I try to set a good example in this recovery thing. And I fall short a lot, man. I really do. I'm not nowhere near perfection. It's progress for me. I'm just getting better. And I try to set each day, try to do it better than I did yesterday. You know, all the cliches, just for today, you know. Sometimes I live just in the second, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Just before this started, before Richard got here, Isaac was here, and Danae, the owners of All About Recovery. I got here a little early to try to set some things up with the mixing board and mics and stuff. And I was a pretty emotional mess. And I think it's because the holidays, man. Like, I'm not quite sure what it was. I had some things going on, you know. And but today I'm a advocate, outreach advocate for All About Recovery. I am client relations for All About Recovery. I actually, this is probably the first time I've ever had one of these bad boys. I don't know if you could see that. Richard can get in on it.
Shout out to Jeremy, John, and Mike.
Yo, what's good, guys? And yeah, you know, this, when Isaac gave me this, man, it felt so good, man. You guys have no idea. And what that means is like I help him out with the new people that come in and get them settled and whatnot, you know. And me and him, and he's my ride or die, man. Also, I want to give a shout out to For Real Recovery and Manny Mendez. Like, that's my homeboy. Michael Pack, Denny from Ohio, man. I want to give some love to them, man, because you know, I gotta. They keep telling me I'm still on the porch, and I keep telling them, "What are you gonna do when I come off the porch? Put you old dogs on the porch, man." And Manny said to me, "You know, sometimes the student becomes the teacher." And but that's all right with me, man, to be on the porch right now, because I got a good circle of guys around me, and we're all doing big things, and that's what it's all about, man. It's all about coming together as a team in this recovery thing and trying to help people, man. That's that bottom line. That's what it is for us. If you know anybody like struggling or needs help, man, you can always hit me up, man. All About Recovery, Isaac Rivera. You know, or Michael Packer, any of them guys, man, they all know how to get in touch with certain people. We all have plugs in the treatment world if you really needed some help. And yeah, man, so December 2nd, we're going to Ohio, All About Recovery, and Manny Mendez, we're going to Ohio. They're opening a new peer support center in Norwalk, Ohio. And our whole squad's flying up there. Me, Tommy Guns, going to be performing. I'm taking my boy Creasy with me. Not only did I sign as an artist to a little record label, I also am on as artist management. So I have my homeboy Creasy down here from Palm Beach County. And even though I'm from up north, me and him are tight, man. And I think he spits real well, and I wanted to work with him, so I brought him on the team yesterday as of last night.
Crazy's in the room.
Crazy, what's good, bro?
Shout out to Janice too.
Yeah, so he's in there. Crazy's in there right now. But yeah, we brought him on the team last night. We had a little sit down, talked about some things about the future, man, and we did tell him, like, if you're trying to be the next Eminem, man, we don't know if we can make that happen. But if you want to make some good music and with some good producers and make an impact in the recovery world and in the world in general, like, we would be more than happy to help you do that, because we see something in him, man, that I don't even know if he sees in himself. I had a discussion with him last night, and Yeah, that's December 2nd, Norwalk, Ohio. We're coming in hot. There's some local performers. HWD, my homeboys Jeff and Cobb, man. They're going to be performing. They actually wrote a song called H like years ago when the first heroin movement came through Ohio, and it kind of died off, man. And we lost a lot of friends in that one, but not like the staggering numbers we're losing right now, man. It's super sad. That's why we're going there. I want to give a shout out to Kim Barman and her daughter Emily Cooley, who's also from up there. We hold her near and dear to our heart. I know I do very, very much. And I try to keep her name alive and all my friends alive from up there. You know.
Monica Mitchell from Ohio.
Yo, what's good? And Ohio in the house. So I try to like carry the names of the ones that don't have a voice anymore, man. And I try to be a voice for the ones that can't speak up. Because here's the thing, man. I've done a lot of music over the years, and it was always a negative message. And me and God had a talk, man, and I was like, look, if you don't take this away from me, I will promise that I will speak a positive message and try to help people with it. And man, as he showed up, I can't even tell you, man, how much he showed up. I'm very blessed to be in the position I'm in, and it's nice, man. We're in here. We're in All About Recovery right now, me and Richard. Richard is our videography guy. He does a group here. That's the thing about this treatment center. It's not your typical groups. There's like music groups, photography groups. Actually, Richard does our photography group, I think. Yeah, that's what it is, our photography group. And we try to let people express themselves through music, art, film, and photography. And it's an amazing place, man. Some good things happen here. People come up with some good stuff. So if you haven't seen my stuff, you can go to my page and you can see a lot of it. The music video we did about the heroin epidemic, and I hold that song near and dear to my heart. And then the Die Young remix that I did with my boy Trio, I hold that one near and dear to my heart too, because that was inspired by Emily. She lost her life at a young age, and I want to make a difference, man. If you ever need help, you can always hit me up. If I don't get back to you right away, I will always get back with you. And if I can't help you, I will at least try to put you in the hands of somebody that can. And if you're hurting and think you can't do this, like I said before, you can. And you're worth it. You are worth it to live a happy life. And we're about to do something fun right now. Anyone in there heard the 99 Problems remix? Anyone? Let's see if there's anyone in there. Someone call on my phone. So, yeah, anyone in there heard the 99 Problems remix? No?
Yeah, got some people that were looking for it. They're ready for it.
They're ready for it?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to do this, man. We're going to do the 99 Problems. I'm going to go in here. Richard's going to run that. Check. You good in there, Richard?
Yeah, making sure I'm in airplane mode so we don't get no interruptions.
Uh-oh.
For that for your son, I got 99 problems, but dope ain't one.
From out of control to in control. Dope that wants to make sure my casket's closed. Addicted behavior, money kicks clothes. I'm from the land, stupid, what type of facts are those? The way to do it on my own, I would've got clean way back in 2004. Check it. I'm grinding, not trying to hit the bong. I'm not stupid, radio's not playing my songs. I do this for the ones who can't find a voice. Disease running rampant and they don't have a choice. Don't forget, was once like you, choking on resentments, and that's the truth. And I don't know what you take me as, or understand the gratitude that mad strength has. Bags of riches, homie, I ain't dumb. I got 99 problems, but dope ain't one. Hit me. 99 problems, but dope ain't one. If you having drug problems, I'll come back for your son. I got 99 problems, but dope ain't one. It's not 04 and my trunk ain't raw. My rear view shaking and I see the law. Got two choices, y'all. Pull over the car or listen to the devil, put the pedal to the floor. But I ain't trying to see no police chase with straight. Plus I got no worries about catching a case. So I pull over to the my hat's real low. Do I look like a drug dealer, sir? I don't know. Am I under arrest or am I free to go?
You were doing 55 in a 54. License, registration, step out of the car. You carrying a weapon on you, I know a lot of you are.
I ain't have to pick, all my papers legit.
Well, do you mind if I look around the car a little bit?
My glove compartment's open, so it's a trunk in the back. And I know my rights, but you won't need a warrant for that. I didn't leave the bar, but I know a little bit, enough to know that acceptance is where it is. Ha ha. I got 99 problems, but dope ain't one. Hit me. 99 problems, but dope ain't one. If you're having drug problems, I'll put back for you, son. I got 99 problems, but dope ain't one. Hit me. 99 problems, but dope ain't one. If you're having drug problems, I'll put back for you, son. I got 99 problems, but dope ain't one. Once upon a time, not too long ago, I was up on stage high trying to put on a show. And this is a show about to be on Oxy. And I had no business being up there. Try and push me. I tried to ignore him, talk to the Lord and pray for him, but some of the roots are slow to perform. You know the type, father's a motorbike, but wouldn't bust a bridge in a fruit fight. I do keep doing me, that's what's happening. I don't live in the streets, I'm just rapping. You know what I mean? What's up, you working anyway, number 13. That type of behavior only comes from a fiend. I'm gonna keep doing you and I'm gonna keep doing me. Ha ha. Matt Strain told me I ain't dumb. I got 99 problems, but dope ain't one. Hit me. 99 problems, but dope ain't one. If you're having drug problems, I'll put back for you, son. I got 99 problems, but dope ain't one. Hit me. 99 problems, but dope ain't one. If you're having drug problems, I'll put back for you, son. I got 99 problems, but dope ain't one. Hit me. Yo. Matt Strain, 99 problems. 99 problems, but dope ain't one. If you having drug problems, I'll put back for you, son. I got 99 problems, but dope ain't one. Hit me. 99 problems, but dope ain't one. Yo, man, you crazy for this one. Yo, it's Matt Strength.
I hear you having drug problems off of that for your son. I got 99.
Yo, 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 yo. No more heroin. Matt Strength. What's good? So that was a little remix that I did, man, a couple weeks ago, and I'm super proud of it. It turned out really cool, especially the cop part. That's my favorite. And we're shooting a video for it, actually, a music video. The boy running the camera is going to be shooting a video for it. We're going to do it in black and white, try to stay true to the original, and yeah, so I hope you all, like, I inspired some of you and you know, my story, and know that there's a way out, man, and if you need help, man, you can hit me up anytime. I want to thank Higgy for allowing me to do this, man. I really, really appreciate it. I'm honored to have been asked to do the Survivor Series, because I am a survivor. I'm a survivor of heroin, man, and I'm living a life beyond my wildest dreams, and you know, getting to do the music thing, man, and I help others on a daily basis, and that's just what I do, man. Shout out to all my family back home. I know it's cold up there. I will be seeing you all soon in Ohio, December 2nd. If you're not from the Norwalk area and you want to show up and you need information on it, there's a flyer floating around on my page. The address is on there, the times and all that. Tommy Guns is coming with me, man. He's pretty big in the recovery rap scene. He's actually growing outside the recovery scene, which is pretty amazing. And shout out to All About Recovery, man. You need some help, hit us up, man. Love to try to at least get you in somewhere. And just know that I love each and every one of you. And I will be talking to you soon. If you're not a part of the Team Clean page, Sober and Serene, hit me up. I'll add you to it, or just send me a friend request, and we can make that happen. And Chris Wilcox, Tony Ray, man, I'm glad to be a part of this with you guys, man. And I'll be seeing you all very, very soon in Ohio, man. It's coming. Watch out for my album. I start recording it in 2 weeks. And gonna be down in Miami in the studio. So I'm super excited. So keep your eyes out for that, for the Matt Strength full album. And yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. I'll see you all very, very soon. Love you guys. Thanks, Higgy, Michael Pack, Denny. We'll be seeing you soon, man. We'll be there December 2nd. Flying in, coming in hot. All about recovery. For real recovery. We'll be there. Be there and be square, man. Got you. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.